The goal is really to transform those black and white images in vascular health insight. So we're really transforming the power behind the technology using existing MRI scanners by giving like a new wealth of information on the vascular health anywhere in the body. And the true prior focus that we are focusing on is brain health and cardiovascular health.
As a physicist, how can we move this from qualitative to quantitative?
True that we see with unparalleled precision, I'll say, for visualization. But really, it's two platforms. So the first one is really giving like better, high quality images. And this was judged like 10 times better than gadolinium contrast imaging. So it's just in terms of comparison, the first images are judged 10 times better. But the second vascular imaging, the vascular intelligence platform, there is nothing comparable. It doesn't exist right now.
We're clinical. We have the FDA Breakthrough Designation to replace gadolinium, MRI, and iodine CT for people who have kidney disease. It's toxic imaging and damaging the kidneys or no information without a partnership with the manufacturer that makes the machines. It turns out that it's just really not possible to innovate on top of their platform in a commercial way, which means in a way that translates from benchtop to bedside.
And as Cody mentioned, we cannot operate in a vacuum, right? We are a radiology imaging startup. How software needs to integrate on MRI scanners. And the path we have chosen will be scanner agnostic. Though, we are really, really grateful for the support of Siemens. Yeah.
And what's interesting, we're in this really significant era of emerging superintelligence.
But I'll say I could not do my job without AI. I'm a lawyer by background. A lot of people ask me, are you an MD or are you a scientist? Do you have a PhD? No, I use AI every day to understand all those like medical concepts, how to apply how technology in different medical application. And AI like probably pass the medical exam, right?
I think AI really helps us too because we're just making better data that has more meaning, more impact, more information inside of it. And so in the age of AI, just people understand that in a way that they wouldn't otherwise be receptive to listen and get that part of it. And what I try to explain is that, yes, you make a picture. Yeah, the picture works at the individual level, but there's not a value inside of that image to bring you some kind of diagnosis for a person. But if you wanted to understand something about an individual person that would lead to some kind of diagnosis, fMRI and DTI and so on are just not doing it for you. But you have to be able to describe what's happening in the tissue at the cellular level, right? But we can start to quantify things within small unit volumes inside the brain and cut up the brain into many very small volume elements that are, for example, half a millimeter cubes, right? Half a millimeter. And then within there, there's many cells in that volume, but we can start to talk about what's their environment like, right? Is the small vessels that go through there, are they healthy? Are they leaking? Are those vessels, is it not vascularized enough? Or do there need to be more vessels, but there's not as many? Are those vessels just not, responding as they should? When a person needs more metabolism, are they dilating as they should? And so we can tell within that volume about the structure, function, and leakage of the small vessels at the individual level. And therefore, we can describe the biology and the physiology of the cells that are living within. Because we know now, every single person that shows up with cognitive impairment will have blood-brain barrier leakage.
You really are taking us from reactive to preventative in an extraordinary way here.
We could have a big impact in that, right? With how technology, we would be able to characterize age in the biology sense. And because it works at the individual level, you can measure over time your own health, right? You can see how did I do? Did I improve my health, my vascular health, my overall health over time? And in some country, like in Japan, they start MRI like super early. So the idea is really to transform the way we do healthcare. And instead of going to the doctor when you already have symptoms,
Right.
get an MRI scan to stay healthy.
Yeah, for us, we're entering the market with a very important need to fulfill a really important need, right? Which is kidney safe vascular imaging. And the images are much better too. And really, I hope go beyond also diagnosis, as we've been saying, and just help people get cured, right? Because when you're developing a drug, I have to believe that in the clinical stage, it's very expensive. And if you can inject it in one person and watch in real time if you're making any change to the vascular biology, because if you're not, your drug's probably not working. I think 99% of the cases, if you can't ameliorate the vascular response, there's any disease is going to have very telltale signs there.
Like it's seeing this like to become concrete is like a dream of ours. And that's what motivates us because let's face it, as startup founder, you have to be resilient, perseverant.